everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel. It's Farm Some News, baby. Hashtag Christmas Farm Some News. I want to start off with a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone watching. It is Christmas Day 2020. Who thought we would ever make it this far? Today, I wanted to do something a little bit different for you. Usually on Christmas Day, we've gone and we've loaded into seasons and played in the snow and driven around to drifting and moved snow from point A to point B. We had some fun in the snow. Today, what I want to do is I want to get back to you guys. You've been asking a lot of questions about, hey DJ, where's this mod? Where's that mod? There's some things we haven't gotten updated information since August. So today, we're going to take a look at like 50 or 42, I think 42 or 43 of the top requested mods that you guys were curious about. We're going to talk about them. Most of these are for all platforms, unless otherwise specified. A few of these are just updates saying, hey, this is not going to be coming out. Others are saying, hey, it's with Giants. We just got to wait. But regardless, let's check them all out. If you want to check out something specific, check the description below, as I do have timestamps to all of the different groupings. All that, let's check it out. You know we got to start off with 82 Studio and their TLX 9000. He says that the 9000 update will be coming with some extras and fixies, and also the rigid body with up to 9 beds as attachments. Also, the TLX 3500 is currently an internal work in progress with very little to no public information. CNH Modding's Plaguer Outlaw is coming along very nicely, and they've even got some fact sheets out that we've shown off. As far as their Steiger tractors, they haven't said much about these, at least in the past few weeks, but they're working on them internally and having fun doing it. Somebody we haven't heard from since August is ModSpy59 and their Warrior++ and Hulk++ updates. We talked about these a ton way back then, but so far, nothing new has been released. Agritono's working on a few things. They have their Case IH 7150 in-game, and we've got their four-wheeler mod. Now, this is something that we don't actually know tons about, but we do know that they're working on it, and we do know for all platforms. As we talked about in yesterday's Farm Sim News, Sid Modding did release his John Deere X9 1000 Combine to PC and Mac players, and it will not be coming to the Mod Hub because he has been banned from the Mod Hub for using parts that were from a cracked DLC. Corsair's Modding are currently working on some really cool stuff, including their Case IH Trident self-propelled sprayer. They also have their Case IH MX series. If you're on PC, you'll be able to download this. If you guys are on console, it is with Giants waiting testing, so we just have to sit back and be patient. And their Case IH SDX Cedar. We don't know any extra new information about this, or at least we haven't gotten anything in about the past 2 weeks or so, but they're aiming it for all platforms, and they're working on it. Next up, we have Carl Farms and their Case IH AFS Connect Steiger Series Pack. Now, this was supposed to include 4 different versions, so the Steiger Quad Track, which is the AFS Connect Quad Track, the Wide Frame Steiger, the Steiger Road Track, and the Narrow Frame Steiger. Unfortunately, as of all of the things that were going on with 3D tracks, I assume this mod is going to be maybe redone or something like that. Hey, you never know. Next, from Tired Iron Modding, we have the John Deere 4400 Combine. This was sent back saying that it did not meet the requirements and specifications of quality for Mod Hub for all platforms. Peter J. Modding is currently working on their Massey 135. They're working on this internally. We got quite a few things from VSR Modding. Sir, we actually have 3 things from them today. First is the Lizard SX 210 ITR. This is going to be version 1.005. They're adjusting the collision parts and adjusting the differential and adding wheel configurations for Michelin tires. Also from them, we have an update to their Art Mechanic 21 ITR version 1.001, adjusted the collision parts, and a pending review of the Art Mechanic LS35. Now, there is no information about this, but we know, hey, it's pending review. The latest from JA Modding is he's working on his Kloss Challenger 95. So this is going to be really cool. We actually have the Challenger version of this, at least an earlier version, but he's working on the Challenger version next. Next up, we have CM Mods and their Massey Ferguson 4000 series. Now, we haven't heard anything from them since December the 6th, but I imagine this is something that they're still working on. Our next to last thing in the vehicle category today is going to be Cola Modding and their John Deere 1165 1175. This is a new combine that they're working on. And secondly, from Cola Modding, we have their Ford cargo truck. Now, they have said that they want this to come to a platform, so it won't be able to be a Ford. They're going to have to call it the Lizard Cargo Series, but still being worked on. That was about a week ago. And lastly, in the vehicles category, we've got a couple things from Polycount Modding. Not all of these are vehicles. They are currently working on their John Deere self-propelled mower. They're also working on their Gorant crimper, which is going to be a roller. They're also finishing up their self-made weight, which uses railroad ties to make the heaviness, to make the weight. So you've got options from 200 kilogram all the way up to 1700 kilogram weight. And lastly, we hear about their Oracle compactors, stationary round bell and wrapper thing. It's got all kinds of stuff with this. We don't know anything about it, but they're working on it internally. Next, let's move over to the equipment side, and we start off actually with a mod pack. This is the old generation Massey pack from AW Modding. They say that the UDIM is now complete on all the models thanks to Whiskey, Sierra Modding, and Permos Modding for all of the help in the UDIM process. The only thing left to do is to fix a few errors and get the rest of the spec maps completed, and they're going to be doing internal testing over the holiday break. They're also putting the final touches on their Joskin Wago pack, which includes 3 different wagons. We've got the Wagon 1, 2, and 3 different wheel configurations for each. Next, we talk about custom modding of their John Deere 1870 Aero Drill and the John Deere C850 Air Cart. As you know, they were banned from making mods or sending mods off to the mod hub, unfortunately, just like a couple other guys that are going to be on this list today as well. So this mod has been released for PC and Mac players only, will not be going to the mod hub, and will not be releasing on console. We got another pack for you, or at least what appears to be a pack. We've got Connect Modding and their Jetco DLC pack. They're working on multiple different pieces of machinery for this. Next up is 4D Modding and their Browen 32-foot trailer. I know it's Browen, I just say Bruffin. I'm so sorry. They've got their suspension, which is now operable. We're the air ride. You also have mud flaps, dynamic, ramps have been added, configurations have been completed, and dirt map complete. They are still working on a few other things though. As far as their 4900 Hesta baler goes, they say Giants did test the mod for consoles and says that it needs many changes to be compatible on PlayStation and Xbox, and unfortunately, they do not plan on releasing it for consoles, though it is out now for PC. And lastly, from 4D Modding, we have their Bead Harvester, just a little something that they've been working on in the background. It is currently a work in progress. Black Sheep Modding currently have a Gator update, an update to their Gator 6x4, as well as the Snow Pack, which is going to be a new pack that will work alongside with the Gator, and we've got some other really cool stuff with this as well. Next up, we talk about JAHG Modding and their John Deere planters. As you know, the DB60 for console, all platforms, all that good stuff, but the DB90 and the DB120 we haven't heard anything about, so makes you wonder what they're up to. FSH Modding are working on an update to their Suncut pack. We do have one model in game, but they're going to be releasing an update that has at least 4 different models total. Miyoto Modding has released a fact sheet for their SPCR 500 cultivator. Calaruga Modding updates us. This is actually current as of yesterday. The Hydraulic Fan Chimera 89, which is a PC, Mac, PlayStation, and Xbox fertilizer spreader, that kind of thing. They say it's pretty much finished, and they wanted to get it sent off to get out as soon as possible. However, with Giants on vacation right now, can't do that. And the last piece of equipment that we have today for you is North Dakota Modding and their Brent 2596. If you are familiar with Larson Farms, you will have seen this and it will look very familiar to you. They are currently working on it for all platforms. Making our way into Game Changers, and we have the Mod of the Year from Corn Hub. This is Farming Agency and Maize Plus. Farming Agency more specifically, they've got some things that they're working on, including their own maps, and they're even working on a version for Chellington Valley and Mappa Italia by Edo Mods. We're going to be talking about both of those maps coming up. They are also working on some custom equipment that's going to be included with those maps. They say it's still working because they get the full TerraLife and Precision Farming update. Precision Farming has made things a little bit more buggy, so they're having to completely redo TerraLife. They say they don't have a release date for anything, nothing like that, so just to keep an eye out on my page and other people's pages as well for upcoming and up-to-date information on all of this. They're going to be revisiting everything in 2021. And our last groupings today is going to be maps and things similar to that, and we're going to start with Oxygen David and Chellington Valley. This is currently with Giants awaiting testing. He was hoping to get this out before Christmas, but as you know, it's just not here. And secondly, Comston Farm. This is something that he's been working on in the background, giving us small updates here and there, but we've got nothing, at least no mod tours or anything like that. Nothing like that yet. Next up, we have Mapper's Paradise and the Millennial Farms map. As we mentioned back at the end of November, about a month ago, they have currently got this map on hold. They've been working on a few things here and there with it, but there's nothing concrete. We don't even know if we're going to be able to see this. So I would say don't worry about the Millennial Farms map, at least for right now, but hopefully sometime soon, maybe in the next farming game, or hey, maybe next month or two. But of course, none of that is confirmed. TNT Modding is working on the very last update to Bucks County. This is going to include many different things, including be able to buy everything on the map at once. So you'll be able to buy the entire map and all of its entirety. You will also have some new pieces of equipment, things that it came out with Eureka Farms. Make sure that you check out Eureka Farms because it's really awesome. Silly P did a great video on it as well. We got two updates from Lancey Boy. First, Oak Hill. He said he wasn't happy with some of the things on the map, so he's gone back and reworked a few things, which has taken a little bit of time. Don't worry, we actually have this map right now. We're going to be showing it off here in the next few days. And secondly, from Lancey Boy, his United States map based in Ohio, the American Life of Farming. This is something that is being worked on, but privately currently. We have no updated information as of November 15th. Steve's Mods is currently working on two maps in the background. He's got Bradley's farm as well as YouTuber Farmer P working on both of those. As you probably know, MJ Modding is currently making Tom Pemberton's farm. To my knowledge, this is his primary focus right now. CM Mods is also working on a United States map, and here you can see the DEM for the PDA. Chaba is currently working on Shamburg Valley. This is going to be a very cool, very beautiful map. Chaba's made quite a few other maps as well. I'm sure this one's going to be the best one yet. Missy B has an update to Wither Farm. She was trying to get this out before Giants went on break, but unfortunately, it just did not make its way through. So once Giants get back in the office in January, we will have an update to Wither Farms coming soon. And Modding's got a few things for us. As you know, West Newton Farm update for consoles has been released. However, PC still does not have an update for the Precision Farming DLC. This is with Giants, I believe, and so we're just awaiting testing. And Modding also says he's got some really fun projects lined up for both Farming Simulator 19 and whatever the next Farm Sim game will be in 2021. Black Eyes Modding appear to almost be complete with their new Italian map that we've been teasing for months. Is going to include rice, cool things like that. I believe this is La Race del Nord. Yeah, I butchered that as good as any American possibly could. Regardless, check them out on YouTube, Black Eyes Official. Got some really neat stuff over there. Peter716 continues work on his new map, Greenlands. He's adding new fields, working on different areas of the map every single day, and you can watch him live on Twitch and YouTube. GB Modding is also continuing work on their next map as well. We know this is going to be a European map, but that's about all we know of it. Nathan6930 has been working on Meadow Grove Farm for quite a while now. A lot of you guys have been asking about this one, as Meadow Grove is an extremely popular map on its own. He's working on an update for it for Seasons, and he's even working on a very, very large version. I'm not sure if it's a 2X or a 4-fact, something like that. Either way, we've got some new stuff for Meadow Grove coming soon. He says he's going to be working on more updates for this after Christmas. Puma145 had announced that they are going to be doing the very last update to Goldcrest Valley. This is going to be changing up some terrain and some problems that people had been having, and he says this will be the last update to Goldcrest Valley. Next to last, we hear from Edo Mods, and they have been extremely transparent with their new map, Mappa Italia, which is a map that the farming agency are working alongside with them on. This is going to include basically everything and anything that you could possibly have. This will be a PC-only map. I want to make that very clear. This is not an all-platforms map. This is a PC-only map. And the last thing that we talk about today is probably the second longest old information that we have other than the Warrior and Hulk++ trucks. That is Dusty Dave Modding and the update for Bessie Beneath. This was an update that he said he was working on around October 11th, so well over 2 months ago, getting on to 2.5 months now. We don't really know anything about this. We know that some things have been fixed. We know some issues had been taken care of on there, but there was no public information released on that. But just letting you guys know, I'm sitting here waiting just like you are. Well, guys, that is it for this video, and that is going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like on it. Get subscribed to the channel if you are new. Hey, DjGoHam fam, make sure you turn your notification bells on so that you never miss daily farming simulator videos here on the channel. A very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you guys. Happy early New Year to you. Anyway, we're going to be back like tomorrow. I'm currently with family at the time of you guys watching this. We're gonna be back. We got a whole lot of stuff planned. We have made it through Christmas 2020, so move your tassel or whatever. We've graduated. I don't know. I'm stupid. Regardless, I hope you have a great, awesome, wonderful rest of your day. We will see you later. Peace. And here I thought 2020 was gonna stink.